Over 1,000 miles off the coast of California lays a vast expanse of open Pacific Ocean, an area where four ocean currents come together to form a swirling vortex of waters. The North Pacific Subtropical Convergence Zone, or as it's commonly known, the North Pacific Gyre, is one of the most remote and untraveled parts of the globe. Yet in recent years, humanity has shifted more attention to this inaccessible area. The primary motivation instigating humanity's focus on this landless realm is quite simple: human trash. The impact of these materials is not altogether clear. Toxins such as DDT and PCBs are known to be present, interacting with synthetic and organic matter. Evidence has indicated these materials are being ingested by sea life, ultimately affecting the health of fish, birds, and other species, while at the same time giving us warning that the materials and toxins may be entering into our human food chain. How much trash is out there? This is mere speculation, but what is known is the debris problem has been escalating the past 25 years, and it is pervasive, complicated, and very real. In May 2008, Project Kaisei, under the umbrella of Ocean Voyages Institute, a California 501c3 nonprofit organization, was created to bring together global leaders in science, industry, policy, and education to focus on marine debris solutions and pollution in our oceans. Consisting of a team of innovators, scientists, ocean lovers, sailors, and sports enthusiasts, Project Kaisei seeks to bring firm scientific understanding to the man-made debris accumulation in this oceanic region, and to pursue efforts at removing as much of these materials as possible. Towards these goals, Project Kaisei has developed a three-pronged approach. 1. Develop an accurate scientific understanding of marine debris in the North Pacific Gyre and the impact of these materials on sea life and the ocean environment. 2. Develop effective debris harvesting and reclamation technologies aimed at bringing these materials to shore for recycling and reprocessing into oil, fuel, and other materials. 3. Utilize the scientific data and information gained by expeditions to further public education and awareness and instigate real social change aimed at halting the flow of debris into our oceans. These three items are integral to finding solutions to the debris problem in our oceans. Each item independent of the others will not be sufficient to effect real change, but when combined with practical application, the long-term solutions become evident. With the initial expedition's discovery portion completed, Project Kaisei has now turned its focus on the scientific testing and analysis of the debris and samples which were collected. The results of this testing are just the initial stage of a long-term process aimed at gathering concrete data and information on debris in the North Pacific Gyre and its resulting impact on fish, birds, sea life, and the ocean environment. This data will additionally provide insight on future research goals, as well as effective direction for production and application of manufactured goods. Certainly, instituting a full-scale cleanup of our oceans will be extremely challenging and difficult. However, these materials left in place to interact with the ocean environment is untenable. The prototype capture methods, which have been tested during our initial expedition, have shed some light on future cleanup potential. These prototypes are undergoing modification and design improvements, increasing the scale of the models and their practical use in future missions. Key to finding solutions and achieving our scientific and cleanup goals, Project Kaisei is developing collaborative partnerships between the nations, companies, organizations, and institutions of the world, with a focus on the development of new technologies geared at reversing the marine debris problem in our oceans. Materials, data, and information gathered from the initial expedition, both in terms of scientific, reclamation, and reprocessing, are being used as the foundation stones for Project Kaisei's comprehensive awareness and education campaign. This campaign highlights the ramifications of marine debris in our oceans. Project Kaisei is partnering with educators, institutions of higher learning, and experts from around the globe in the development of curriculum which will be utilized to effect international policy change. Project Kaisei's goal is to bring the peoples of the world together, working in alliance to create real and sustainable change. The science conducted in our initial mission will be able to answer many questions and point us in the right direction in terms of future research. Data gleaned from our capture technologies will indicate the different approaches to implement a cleanup operation. Ultimately, the long-term solution lies in the hands of the general public. Every item that ends up on our beaches, in our rivers or estuaries, and washes out to sea adds to the problem. Taking responsibility to ensure each item in our lives is properly disposed of, that waste is recycled, and dumping in our oceans comes to a stop, are all effective steps towards halting the accumulation of debris. Today, our society uses permanent materials for disposable products. Project Kaisei wants to help people around the world to understand the impact of waste in the oceans and to rethink our use of materials that end up there as debris. The time is now. We have created this problem. It's time for people to be the solution. Please join us in our efforts to understand, clean up, and keep our oceans free of debris. We need your support and assistance, and you can learn more about us by visiting www.projectkaisei.org. Kaisei.